Morning world, welcome to Monday the 22nd of March. Just remember,
you're in the way.
Just remember, you volunteered this. Ow! Free haircut.
I did not say it was free.
Well no, but I think I got what I paid for.
Look at the nuts on that.
Done. Right, we are presenting with a nose and 2 feet, so hopefully this is a big old lamb. If I could just draw these feet one at a time. Alright, I'll just do that now. Right. This is a big lamb. So I'm going to get me a bit of string with 2 loops on each end. One loop over that foot. He is tight. Come here. Come back. Right, I managed to get the one leg out. The other leg is there. This is a big lamb. I think this is going to be the finger at the bum job. Press his head down. If she's going to stand still. That is a big lamb. Right, I can't cut it with a foot, so a bit of string, pull down, and out he comes. Here, darling. Right, I'll give them a couple of minutes to bond. We're going to sit quietly over there, I think. Look at their little thieves. They're next door, trying to steal a drink. Right. Nice little ewe lamb. You can see her head's a little bit swollen. That's because the ewe has been trying to give birth to her for probably, well, over an hour, I expect. So, the head was engaged, both feet were in position, but big lamb, and she was having trouble getting him out. So, would she have dropped him eventually? Possibly, but if I'd left her any longer, the stress on the ewe and the lamb would have been detrimental to the health of both. So I rung Abby and said that we had a ewe lamb in, and did she want to come out? And it was a case of if it needed doing, just get on and do it. So I got on and did it. As for my bit of string, this is all it is. It's a piece of baler string. Sometimes, especially when you've got slightly larger hands, there isn't room for everything up the sheep. So what I'll do is I'll just get a bit of string, cut 2 loops, and especially the lamb's back down inside and you've got a bit more space, you can literally hook this over his front feet, 1 on each foot. So literally all you've got to do, instead of having your whole hand in there trying to get feet and head, you can use one hand to pull his feet, and you can use the second hand to either get behind his head and just give him some guidance, or finger at the bum and press his head down. So whichever works. Right. Big single, but there is a chance there's a second one in there. We won't go diving in. We'll just leave it 20 minutes, and if she starts getting down and pushing again, we can always go back in then. So. Right, that's them all got their course ration. We're going to have to get these lambs out because now they're jumping all over the grub. So yes, but some of these lambs are definitely going out today. She only has the one lamb who has obviously already found the breakfast bar, so she's quite happy. I'll give her, she's got her grub put up, but I'll give her that in about half hour. I'll let her concentrate on her baby first. Water. I will give her some water. Where's the bucket? I'll give her some water. Come here, Ginger. You're alright, you can go back. So, just drop a wire down on the navel. Helps dry it up. Stop any infection getting in there. Right. Treaty will be in a minute, so just go and get ready for them. Oi. Hello. Hello. Right, I've just uploaded the latest video to members called Horns and Balls, and it is the video that we made after doing our TB test on castration and dehorning cattle. So right now I'm like this, wondering what the reaction is going to be. I think it's going to be mixed. I think I'm probably going to come in for some ear bashing, but I also know that most of you who follow the channel know why we do stuff. So, and we don't do it because, wait, come on. We don't do it because it's fun or for any gratuitous pleasure or anything like that. It's a necessary operation. So, right, we're just going to come down and check on Mrs. Yu that I lambed earlier. She seems to have dropped her cleansings now, so we'll go and clear that up. You've had yours. You don't need another bale for a couple of hours yet. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go out on the golf course where I did the muck chucking a couple of weeks ago. Stone picking. The yards, as you know, are stone. They're pretty wore out, and as I've been mucking out, I have been picking up some stones. So I want to go out on the golf course and pick up those stones, because the intention is I'm going to put the topper on the tractor and I'm going to run over what I've done with the muck and just chop it up a bit more. It's not breaking down as much as I'd like it to. So before the grass gets away, it will also do a little bit of rolling, which won't do any harm. I'm just going to go out there and chop it up a bit. You'll see. Right. How are we doing in here? You didn't have to get up for me. You're all right. Don't panic. Where is it? There it is over there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want that. Right. We don't want this left in there because as it breaks down and decays, it is just disease in the making. So go away, you two. Right. On the pile. That'll be going out in the muck heap later on. Right. Okay. Right. Quad time. So I noticed a piece in this Saturday's Farmers Weekly with reference to farmers using quad bikes without a helmet, and I think the story was two-thirds of farmers don't wear a helmet. I think you have to bear in mind that there is a subtle difference between a farmer out using one of those machines for work, which is what I'm doing now, picking up stones, and somebody out, you know, hooraying around the countryside like a lunatic. I am just literally pottering about here, and I can't go very fast because I'm looking for stones. And if I'm doing 50 miles an hour, I'm not going to see it. So, although I agree that there certainly are times when a helmet is a really good idea for operations like I'm doing here, which is literally finding and picking up stones, it's all down to risk. I mean, here we are on level ground. If I was going down that bank, well, yeah, maybe, perhaps, but then again, if you don't drive it like an idiot, I think it's literally down to partially choice. I'm not saying wearing it, you shouldn't wear a helmet. I think wearing a helmet, especially if you're inexperienced or a bit young, suffering from a bit of exuberance, really good, sensible idea. But for me, for this operation, and I'm not trying to poo-poo anything, I'm not trying to cause arguments, for what I'm doing here, I honestly don't believe a helmet is going to save me from falling off this bike or tipping the bike over or in fact anything. I do not believe currently I or the dog are at any risk. So today I'm not wearing a helmet. If I was up round Welsh mountains or up on, well, any mountains, going up and down and on not unlevel ground, yeah, I'd think differently then. Even doing this, I would think differently. But on the flat, level, lowland, dry, slow, I don't need a helmet today. So, and I don't think I'm irresponsible. So, just saying. Right, well, I think we'll empty out what we've got. Oh, well, I didn't want to come out of gear. Okay, so we've done, what, 2/3 of the golf course? And apart from the few that were close to the hedge that I chucked straight in the hedge, we haven't actually done too bad, but that's the sort of stuff I'm looking for. That's the thing I don't really want going through machinery. So the half hour spent now picking these guys up, because I want to go over this with a topper, Some of this stuff is hard stone, and I don't really want the topper blades whacking it. So, and not only that, the occasional bit shoots out forward and it could hit something on the tractor. So it is, for the sake of half an hour on the quad, just coming out and picking rubbish up. So I think actually on the whole we haven't done too bad, considering I've picked us, what, 10 acres I've done, and I've picked up an armful. I'd rather not pick up any, but it could have been a couple of baskets full. So, oh sorry Biscuit, was I taking up your space? Right, okay, that's that. Let's go and do the other third. If I can get this thing out of gear. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to need them. Actually, that looks all right. So does that. That's high enough. We'll set them on the bottom because the machine floats on the ground anyway, so we're just going to go and try a bit and see how this works. I still haven't moved any lambs out yet. I got sidetracked this afternoon taking my wife for her COVID injection. She wanted me to drive her, so I said I would. I had a couple of tree jobs to look at as well, plus a few other little bits of business away from the farm, so I kind of did it all at the same time. So I better shut that gate or else Erdwick to be out. Right then, let's give this a go. Sounds all right. Definitely make a difference. Definitely. This is going to seem counterintuitive to a lot of people. Why on earth is he topping grass that is literally only just starting to grow? Well, although I can move my cattle over to the other farm this year, a load of them are still going to be staying here, and I need the grazing. So this muck went on late because it was so wet for so long. We were late putting the muck on, so I reckon even if I put the harrows over this, it would not rattle it in enough to get it into the ground, get it into the grass where I need it. So the decision was taken kind of yesterday that I would put the flail topper over where we've mucked, not to cut the grass, because I'm only just nipping the top of the grass, but more than anything else, it's to break up the muck. So most of what you can hear going through here, it sounds noisy for the machine, but bearing in mind I bed on wood chip, so it is noisy compared to, say, I've been put straw muck out here because it's rattling it about. But you can see the difference. What I'm doing with the topper would probably take the weather 3 or 4 weeks, and I need that 3 or 4 week head start because I want the cattle out. And the thing is, you can't really graze cattle with muck on the ground. It's kind of not the done thing. I need this in, so I'm breaking it up. I will possibly put the harrows over this again afterwards in a couple of days, and then I'll roll it. And sometime in the next week or so, we're having all that ground out there. We're having some 20-10-10 put on there, and I've ordered enough. I said to Martin, who's going to do the spreading for me, that you can do a rip up and down the old fairways. No point in fertilising the trees, but up and down the middle of the fairways, whatever he's got left, you can just put out here and give this grass out here a boost as well. So with the 20-10-10 and this bit of muck, we get a bit of rain, a bit of warm sunshine, this should go. Should go like a rocket. Definitely see there's a difference in the sun. I am probably taking 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch off the grass as well, but that's only a few days worth. If the sun comes out, that'll soon come back. Shall I show you what I'm doing? You stay there for a second. Just while that thing is winding down. So we spread this muck only a few weeks ago, and this particular bit here, there's quite a lot of hay in it, obviously because where we were feeding hay to the animals, and this isn't breaking down fast enough. So what we're doing, we're putting the topper over it and turning it into this. Now that should break down an awful lot faster than that, especially when it's spread out. So that should wash into the ground fairly quick. So there you are. That's what I'm doing. Again, it's not what I would normally do, but then normally I'd have had this muck out if I'd had the opportunity, or a lot of it, autumn last year. But it was too wet. We were very late getting this out. But when I graze this, I need to get this broken down. I need the muck washed out of it. I need this in the ground. I need the grass to come through, and then I can graze the cattle and or the sheep. So there you are. Just warm, that's how we like it. That's a bit warmer and dirty. Oh, you go on your bed, biscuit. Come on your bed. There you are safe. There you are safer on there. I have got half an hour more. Okay. Right, I'll crack on.
was always inclined to make history, but I never really had the time. Spent my life living dangerously, never worried how I'm getting by. I'm out here working, trying to do what I can. I'm out here sweating, dripping blood from my hands. Doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for. Just doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for. I know my money, money on my mind. Yeah, you bet I'm gonna have a good time. I know my money, money on my mind. Yeah, you bet I'm gonna have a good time. Well, I won't be trouble, trouble comes for me. It was always gonna find me out. I'm gonna keep on walking, taking what I need. Ain't nothing gonna touch me now. I'm out here working, trying to do what I can. I'm out here sweating, dripping blood from my hands. Oh, I'm doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for. Just doing what I'm good at, just doing what I'm made for. Money, 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 money. I know my money, money on my mind. Yeah, you bet I'm gonna have a good time. I know my money, money on my mind. Yeah, you bet I'm gonna have a good time. Let me see you clap your hands. Now we're swaying to the beat. Let me see you clap your hands. Now we're swaying to the beat.